All right, so now I want to teach you about simultaneous equations using the substitution method. So just like with the elimination method, the goal of simultaneous equations is you've got two equations that are intersecting, and your goal is to try and find a set of coordinates where they meet. You're looking for an x value and a y value for where the two lines cross. Okay, so with the elimination method, we knew to use that method because we had one set of components that matched. So either the x's matched, there might have been both 2x, or our y values matched. Maybe they were both, one was 8x, one was minus 8x or something. So the numbers on one of the components matched. However, here, we're not going to be using the elimination method because you'll notice that one of these equations is different to the other. So here we've got x plus 3y equals 29, and here I've got x equals y plus 5. So instead of this equation being x plus y something equals something, I've got x equals something, yada, yada, yada. So my x is my subject, whereas here I've got a number is the subject. So I'm going to use the substitution method for these equations. So first, let me number them. So this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. So because it tells me what x is equal to, it says x is equal to y plus 5, I'm going to sub this y plus 5 in the place of the x in the previous, in the other equation. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to sub number 2 into equation number 1. So I'm writing my step, my explanation of what's about to happen. So my equation was x plus 3y is equal to 29. However, in the place of the x, my second equation says x equals y plus 5. So instead of x, I'm going to be putting y plus 5. Okay? So I've got y plus 5 in the place of the x plus 3y is equal to 29. Now I can actually solve this because I don't have any more x's, I've only got y's. So I've got like terms here that I can add together. So I've got 4y plus 5 is equal to 29. How do I get y on its own? I need to move everything away that's not y, so I'm going to minus 5 from both sides, minus 5. So now I've got 4y is equal to, let's see, that'll be 24. Now I need to divide both sides by 4. And I'll get y equals 6. Cool, there's half of my answer. But I can't stop there because I now need to find the x value. So now what I'm going to do is, just like with the elimination method, I'm going to pick either this one or this one to sub y equals 6 into. Let's do this one. Let's do equation number 2. So I'm going to sub y equals 6 into equation number 2. So equation number 2 was x equals y plus 5. Now instead of y, I'm going to be putting 6. Oops. So 6 plus 5 gives me 11. So x equals 11. There's my other half of my answer, but I can't stop there. I need to write a concluding sentence. Therefore, my coordinates are 11, because x comes before y. So 11, 6. And that's how we do substitution. Okay, now let's do another one using the substitution method. So here I've got 3x minus 2y equals 10, and here I've got y equals x minus 3. So it tells us what y is equal to for the second equation. So first I'm going to label them, number 1, number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sub number 2 into number 1 because it tells me what y is equal to. So instead of writing y, I'm going to be putting on all of this stuff. So I'm going to sub number 2 into number 1. Cool, so let's do that. So I've got 3x minus 2, but instead of y, I'm going to be having x minus 3 is equal to 10. Cool. Set of brackets, got to expand, always with the expanding. So 3x minus 2x, negative 2 times negative 3 gives me positive 6 equals 10. Like terms that I can join up. So 3x minus 2x gives me 1x plus 6 equals 10, minus 6 from both sides. So x is equal to 10 take away 4 is 10 take away 6 is 4. Cool, half of my answer. Don't stop now. So now I'm going to sub x equals 4 into, which equation do I like? Let's go number 2. Seems easiest. Always go with the easiest. Okay, so equation number 2 was y equals x minus 3. Instead of x, I'm going to be putting 4. So 4 minus 3, ooh, y is equal to 1. That was super easy. So I've got my x and my y values now. Have to write a concluding statement. So x comes before y, so it's 4, 1. There's my answer. So substitution is super easy, especially if they give you the equation written like this, where it already says y is equal to blah, 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 or x is equal to blah, blah, blah. However, in an exam, you may be given a question where it tells you to use the substitution method, but it's not written like that, so you need to change the subject yourself. Let's do one of those. Okay, so here I'm given two simultaneous equations. I've got 2x plus 3y equals 26, and I've got x minus y equals minus 2. Now, if this were an exam and it was telling me to use the substitution method, I need to rearrange this one so that either x or y is my subject. So that it says, x equals blah, 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 or y equals blah, blah, blah. Now, for this particular question, it doesn't matter. But say my exam said I need to change it to x equals yada, yada, yada. Okay, just for the sake of this example. So first, I'm going to label number 1, and this is number 2. Now I'm going to rearrange this so that it's x equals something. So, so I've got x minus y is equal to minus 2. So my goal is to get x on its own. Okay, so I want to get rid of everything that's not x. So how do I get rid of minus y? Well, I need to add y to both sides. So I've got x is equal to minus 2 plus y. Pretty simple, okay? Not hard. You just move everything away that's not that particular letter. Okay, so now I've just made myself a third equation. So I'm going to number this equation number 3. Cool, I really should have written it nicer on the board and not taken up so much space. Anyway, doesn't matter. So now I've got a third equation that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use number 2 again because it's not written in the way that I want it to be, but I'm going to use number 1 and 3. So I'm going to sub equation number 3 into equation number 1. So I'm going to have to do that over here. So this one was 2x, but instead of x, it's now minus 2 plus y, then plus 3y equals 26, okay? Because what I just did was, in the place of x, I put this stuff, because that's what x is equal to. Okay, so now I'm going to expand my brackets. So that'll be negative 4 plus 2y plus 3y equals 26. like terms. So minus 4 plus 5y is equal to 26. So now I need to add 4 to both sides. They're gone. So now I've got 5y is equal to 30. Divide both sides by 5. They cancel out, so I've got y is equal to 6. There's half my answer, and I'm running out of space. So now I need to sub that into one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one because they'll all give me the same answer. I'm going to choose number 3. Number 3, my lord. Okay, Shrek. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to sub y equals 6 into equation number 3. So equation number 3 was x plus, not plus, x equals negative 2 plus y. But instead of y, I'm going to be having 6. So y equals negative 2 plus 6. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4. Do you want to stop there? Therefore, x comes before y, so it's 4, 6. There's my answer. What we did was we had to convert this equation into one where x is the subject. There we go, substitution method.